Hi, folks. It's Jody with Strength and Wisdom Tarot, here to bring you on another adventure with me, bring you into my world. I came across a very interesting place. It is the Colonial Theater in Laconia, New Hampshire. A lot of history to it. It was built in 1914, and they had an archaeologist. I think that's the right word. An Italian archaeologist that did all the designing in the place. It held 1,400 seats. It had an orchestra section, and there's a lot of ballets, plays. It was a place of prestigiousness, and they considered this, when it was um, in that condition, one of the top 10 places in the world for being handsome and just being, you know, just wonderful. Between the artwork and what they brought there, governors, presidents were going there and seeing shows. It was also an outlet for everyone who worked the 9 to 5 in these factories and such, um, to, have something to do, like a release, and it kind of like brought a community together. Now, from then into 1983, they converted it into a cinema, and they took the orchestrating section out and they sectioned it off into cinemas. That went on to 2002, and it was abandoned. Kind of crazy, right? How do you go from this prestigious, elegant, place that inspired actresses and brought the regal and aristocrats to just being left behind? So the town of Laconia decided to pick it up, put $15 million into bringing it back into its original state. And now they're going to turn it into a performing arts center. So I couldn't wait to show you this one. Oh, and I also got to interview a person. How cool is that? Okay. So, here we go. I'm standing across from what used to be the old Colonial Theater. Now, this building was built in 1914, I believe. It's under serious reconstruction right now, to the point where I can't even go across the street. For inspiring artists. I mean, they're really stripping this down. I think you can go by. Okay. Thank you. So, just to give you the old Colonial Theater?
Yeah, they just took it down and refurbished it.
Right. Was it bought?
Huh?
Did somebody buy it? Just recondition it?
There's a group of
Hold on, folks.
community people who are gonna
I'll just get a little closer so I can hear her.
they're doing on the inside.
Okay.
They're trying to restore it to what it was originally.
Okay.
So they can
I'm Jody. I'm on Strength and Wisdom Tarot on YouTube.
I'm Kathy.
And hi, Kathy. You're going to be in my next video here on the adventures. What I'm doing is checking out old places that might have a little bit of history to it.
Oh,
yeah. A little creepy.
Uh-huh.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
What's your experience? Because you live over here.
Well, not with this building particularly, but one of the mill buildings.
Uh-huh.
Now, the mill used to provide electricity to the whole city of Laconia.
Uh-huh.
My daughter, who you just saw walk by, took her out behind the mill. She was sledding one day, and she looked up at the window and she said, "Baby." She was about 4 or 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
A year later, we went in for a free tour at the mill.
Mm-hmm.
She looked at one of the pictures of some of the children that used to work in the mill. Mommy said, "That's the baby I saw in the window."
Now, did that child fall out of the window or die there?
I don't know the story of the child.
But she recognized the child.
She recognized it, and what we saw was, the old-fashioned bonnet, and that was from like the early 1800s.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know that the Colonial Theater was dated in 1914.
Yeah.
And
Okay, so I was just taking a picture of how they're trying to refurbish and stuff.
Yeah.
So inspiring, young actors and all this stuff. I mean, they were all eager to get here because this place had some sort of prestigiousness to it.
Yeah.
So to be able to perform here for aristocrats and stuff like that, was actually a privilege.
Yeah.
So what do you know other than what I know about the history?
Okay, well, again, it was originally an old-fashioned theater like New York, Broadway.
I wish I could get a picture of the inside.
Plays, traveling shows. I remember as a young child going to hear some of the big bands. When they converted it to a movie theater, we used to go for, all the old-fashioned movies and everything. It had balconies up on the side, so I don't ever remember going to any proper operas or anything.
Right.
But, my folks had gone to a few. A lot of big stars used to come to the area as well.
Well, back then, yeah.
If you're doing a lot of if you head up towards the weirs, there's a huge pavilion at the end of one of the piers out onto the lake. They used to have big bands. All the big bands come up there all the time. My folks either went to dances up there or shook hands with Count Basie and all the bigs.
So you living right across from here, I mean, have you seen anything weird or felt anything weird? I mean, but this town is very old. I mean, Laconia has got a lot of history, so I'm sure there's stuff going on all the way around. I mean, all the way down Main Street.
There are. I feel that there is.
Yeah.
And they're not bad.
Yeah.
As they say, it's residual. Like just
routine.
Normal life. Everyday things. Nothing really bad or scary. I did have a friend one time that said they spent the weekend with me and they dreamt that this place went up in flames and that the spirits in the building came flying out of it. It was a nightmare dream they had, so I don't know exactly how true.
Right.
A lot of these buildings are very old. They do have their...
Yeah, they were probably all built at the same time.
Yeah.
But a good way for people to be able to, enjoy entertainment or anything would be going to...
Any of these buildings, some of my friends work late hours, they can hear voices.
I'm surprised they don't hear music. Sometimes
they'll hear music. But like I said, it's just normal stuff. It's not anything...
Well, you get used to it after a while, huh?
Yeah,
it's not malevolent or anything.
It's nothing bad. It's just, the history of our families,
generations
in Canada. So we're
wow.
So a lot of times, it was really funny. They were doing something. One of the shows that does paranormal investigations. They were down in New Orleans and they caught something on their voice recorder. It sounded French, but they couldn't understand it.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it would make sense.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing your insight and stuff, and you have to check out Strength and Wisdom Tarot, and you'll find yourself there with your info. Thank you so much.
All right, have a great day.
You too. So, wow, pretty interesting. So there's just one. I mean, this is like old. There's like old painting on the ceiling, and like you can see how they're renovating everything. Here's a picture. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Of what it would look like, way back when. Very interesting. Very interesting. I'm already picking up some vibes here. Okay. Let's go draw some cards. Okay, folks. Here we have
All right.
another Strength of Wisdom.
So, interesting stuff, huh? I parked around the corner, and I'm not really sure, I don't know Laconia that well, so I didn't see the theater right off the bat, but when I parked the car and was coming around the corner, I actually felt like excited and almost starry-eyed. You know, it was a great feeling. It's a great feeling. I did a little more history on this, and they started the renovations. What was it, 2015? And throughout the course, people have heard music, lights that come on and off on their own, singing. And before I even, looked up that stuff, when I was coming around the corner, I thought I heard a violin. Kind of strange. I mean, they had operas there and orchestras there and big bands, like she was saying. Yeah, it was just something amazing. It was a privilege to be able to buy a ticket and go, but it was an honor to be able to perform. And I kind of feel like you knew you hit the big top if you played or was a part of the Colonial Theater. So I'm kind of like I'm getting that feeling back again. It's just like, wow, I made the big top at last. I'm successful. All right. Let's see, Colonial Theater. Oh, and that part about her friend having that dream that was, caught on fire. As far as I know, in the history that I looked up, there was no fires ever. It was just abandoned. All right. Colonial Theater. Let's crack an acronym in the... There's two of them came out. I have the King of Swords here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. This could have been, I kind of feel like the architect, the Italian architect. Because I guess when they had that curtain call, the huge curtain that comes down, that there was a scene of Venice on it. And they found that curtain packed away in there. So here's somebody who's like doing the research, planning, really making the place regal. And somebody that doesn't his way. And there is no other way. This is kind of funny. Now you get the Two of Pentacles. Talk about the error, huh? And here's the juggling act. Should I, shouldn't I, will I, won't I? Who, gets the recognition to play there? Who do you accept, who you don't accept? Who do you book? I'm hearing in my head by popular demand. Like I said, this being in the top 10 prestigious buildings, it's like anybody who was somebody was on that stage at one point or another. Oh, we have the Knight of Swords, but it came in reverse. So, the Aviator. So in the upright, this could be the spy card, and it makes sense. We are talking about a theater. Checking listings, see who's coming, trying to get those tickets. I feel like waiting to them to go on sale. But you get this in reverse. No communication. This could have been an act or an actor or an actress that was trying to perform there. Maybe it was a goal, a dream. Pro and con, am I ever going to hear, from them? This could have been somebody who was maybe part of an orchestra or part of, like, a ballet or something like that. And wondering if they all get to get that prestigiousness, a taste of success, I just heard. Remember, only the best of the best there. Oh. So now we have the page, not page, the Queen of Pentacles, but she came in reverse. Okay. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy, somebody grounded, practical, methodical, good with their coin. This is somebody who maybe could be greedy, self-centered, very materialistic. And that's kind of ringing true with me that, if somebody was about having that grandeur life, because they're in hobnobbing with governors and presidents and stuff like that, like anything else under that would do. Now, I know that Taurus energy, they like the finer things in life. They like good food, good company, great host or hostess. Somebody might have been overspending here. Spending more than their means. It's like somebody can't book enough acts to keep up with somebody's spending habit. Do you see that fly out like that? Because now we go from the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse to the Empress. Queen of all queens here. Why do I want to say top dog? The one who's admired, adored, great mother, support unit, ride or die. But I'm not feeling that here. Somebody wanted to excel. Somebody wanted, to be noticed, recognized. Empress status. Didn't just want to be a queen. It's almost like wanting to be a star. I don't feel like this is an actress or an actor. I believe this is the wife of the person who owned this big, beautiful business. And yeah, I mean, this is like because remember, way back then, when they had all the factories and stuff like that, there was still small stores. It's like if somebody had to be there, they went shopping. Meanwhile, you get somebody here who's dumping a lot of money into making this place regal. It could even be her. It's like the sky's the limit. Going over the top, but maybe that's not in their means. And now you get the Five of Cups in reverse. It could kind of happen in reverse. Here's somebody who's drowning their woes and sorrows. Whatevs, could've, should'ves. But somebody's coming out of that. Somebody is coming out of regret, remorse, sorrow. And it's right under the King of Swords. Coming out of bankruptcy. I almost feel like somebody's almost getting on top, getting a grip on things that, going positive. Because somebody put a lot of effort, time, and money into this. It was a gamble. Somebody took a chance, a risk. With the Two of Pentacles here, the pro and con, it's almost like I feel that this Earth-like or Empress-like person kind of pulled the strings, called the shots, wore the pants, so to speak. But she wanted to be like royal status. Maybe she didn't know that they were on an edge and the word regal just came to my head. So now we have, wow, you get the Five of Cups here, you get the Five of Swords, but in reverse. 2 5s in a row. Now, we all know this is like one-upping somebody, arguments, hitting below the belt, so to speak, winning at all cost. But under the Two of Pentacles, somebody gave in. Someone gave in to something. I don't want to fight, I don't want to argue with you. Okay, just go do it. So she wouldn't be in the way. So this person, yeah, go shopping. Go ahead. So I'm going to do this the way I planned on it looking without you altering it. No. Here, go. I'll see you later. And it avoids any conflict. And at the time, somebody gave in to somebody just to get a peace of mind so they could get done what they were doing without interference. Okay. But 9 of Cups in reverse. In the upright. You know, this is like, come on over, have a me day, you day. Wish being granted. I've got plenty. How about I don't? Knight of Swords, the fastest communicator of all of them in reverse, is silence. Somebody not saying something. Because something's not going as they thought it was going to. And I feel like this is financial trouble. It could be somebody's spending either on the theater or somebody's lavish life really turned the scales. Maybe he didn't know how much she was spending. Maybe she didn't know how much money he was putting into this theater. But there wasn't a communication about it. I almost feel like, yep, just go do it. Everything's fine, everything's not fine. Because the more real you want to make something, the more it's going to cost you. And then you have the 2 of Wands now. And it's in reverse, right under the Queen of Pentacles. So, this will be doing something new, taking a brand new course of action, and all those possibilities, that come from those actions. In the reverse, and it's right under the Queen of Pentacles, somebody wasn't so thrilled. I don't see a future in this. I don't see this going anywhere. It could be the relationship. If somebody's being greedy and materialistic, she wasn't in it for love. She was in it for the finer things. And with the King of Swords here, it wasn't about the emotions. Maybe they look good together. Maybe somebody, because she's pretty regal herself here. The Queen of Pentacles, she's got class, style, elegance. Somebody might have been looking good on somebody's arm. That can go either way here. It's like nobody knows what goes on behind the curtain. Hold on. Whoa, 2 of them. This one came off. Yeah, 6 of Swords. Moving away to calmer waters. Leaving a situation behind to possibly go to a better one. Right under the Empress. Now, why am I thinking that, she took everything she could, got that, level of prestigiousness, and then left somebody? Yeah. Somebody couldn't invest in this anymore. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. It's almost like, sacrifice a dream. Somebody's greed might have got out of the way here. A divorce, and she takes him to the cleaners. Because, he's looking back and he's got all these pentacles and, investing in them. Looks like a good investment. Looks like it's going to prosper. But this is like not having a dime to put back into it anymore. You can't invest in this project anymore. Wow, it's almost like, I want to say bankruptcy, but it's like she takes everything and leaves. Oh. The Moon in reverse. He get up one morning, she's gone. Something got revealed. Something was hidden. And it could be her agenda because she's greedy, materialistic. She was in it for the money. She was in it for the fame. She got to hobnob with, famous people. I don't feel like she ran off with someone else. I feel like it was her agenda all along. And when she thought she had that regalness, when she thought she had the abundance. And I really feel strong that somebody woke up and they were gone. And so it wasn't cash. And that started a downward spiral. And it was sold. It was sold again. Then it turned into a movie theater, 2002, abandoned. So slowly, and when it passed hands, it just never regained that regalness. Now, I read an article about the Colonial Theater, the people who are renovating it, hearing music, hearing footsteps, people walking up and down. The building had 14, bedrooms in it. So that, if there was a ballet there or actors doing shows all weekend, they would stay there. I didn't see any death or anything. And again, that feeling of, wow, success. And it's like a funnel. It all got washed down. It's like at one point having it all. An empire. Everybody wanted to be there. To letting it go and just leaving it. And I do think that there is something residual there. Something stuck in a loop. Because I'm looking at this. Back and forth, the infinity. And I'm kind of thinking that maybe it's an energy there that was probably the best time of their life. So they replay it over and over again on stage. Caliber, notoriety, applause. Feeling on top of the world because she's on this huge bike, right? Something was going on that either he did not know about her spending, she didn't know how much she was putting into this building to make it the way she wanted it. And in the end, I think he was left alone. And he had to let it go. A dream not coming true. 9 of Cups, 9 empty cups. I mean, 9's being close to a 10. Riding unicorns, right? Life's pretty good. To no mention, no talk. And something not coming true. Not coming to fruition. I think when she found out of the financial struggle, she couldn't have that life that she wanted, she's like, I don't see a future in us. And left him high and dry. And took everything. Before she left. I just heard my head. Didn't have a pot to... In watching everything that he invested in. His hopes. His dreams. Never making it. So close and yet so far. Because I feel like this was his dream, not hers. She just wanted the money, the fame. He wanted it for a place that everyone could enjoy. Didn't matter if you were famous or not. It's almost like he was trying to create a connection between the working class and the high class that was just for everyone to enjoy. Her dream wasn't his dream. And I feel like, he just woke up one day and, oh, she's gone. A letter. Okay. Something gets exposed. This was the plan all along. But then it's like too little too late. It's all gone. Whoa. So that is what I have for you. I hope you find that very interesting because I loved doing it. And again, if anyone's got anything interesting out there, just send me that short clip. It'll be in the description box below. And share with us so we all can be a part of it. So, on to the next adventure.